know what you're going to say?
I have a little bit of a clue.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And action.
Action.
And action.
Action. So we are still in beautiful uptown Sedona. You might recognize the surroundings and the settings. We're in the same place. And we have an entirely different project for you, but even better, we have one that's a freebie. So starting today, the 13th of January, 2023, we are offering, get your journal ready.
Oh, yeah.
Oops. We are going to offer you this free journal. And you might recognize this because you've seen this style of journal before, but what's different about this is that it has an imprint that is Elizabeth's bird in gold with her signature. So this is that same 4x6 journal that has 75-pound weight pages, and we are going to give you one free if you spend $50 or more on products other than gift certificates. So in addition to that, if you spend $50 or more, your order will automatically qualify for discounted shipping. And you will also save 15% on just about everything we sell that's not already on sale for more, or that is not one of the few that we're not allowed. Sorry, my brain went someplace else. One of the few that we're not allowed to discount. So this is a 3-day promo. It runs the 13th, 14th, and 15th of January, 2023, and will end at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on January 15th. So you got to get your order in quick.
11:59 is quite precise.
Well, because at 12 o'clock it becomes the 16th. That's why we do it that way. There's a method to my madness.
Does anyone know what day it is?
Not me.
No.
No.
Will you give me one for free? Do I have to spend $50?
I'll give you 2 because I love you so much.
Look at that. I'm going to get 2 for free. And I already have one. So that means I'm going to have 3.
Yeah.
Woohoo. Yes, take advantage of this. They're fun. And
we'll flip through at the end. There's going to be lots of information in there. And you'll see that you don't have to be anything other than yourself in these journals. You don't have to show it to anybody, or you can show it to everybody.
yeah, that's what I like about it. Just playing. So
Playing is good. We like to play.
let's go play. Do I have to spend $50 to get a free journal?
No, I'll give you one.
Will you give me 2?
Yes, I'll give you 2. She's so pushy, but I love her.
So I wanted to show you some of the things that I have added to my journal. And if this little guy on the cover looks familiar to you, it's because he is Karl, one of 4 5x7 bird masks that I designed for Joggles. And they were released in early August of 2022. So if you're interested in those masks, I'm going to put the link for you below the video. So I've just been playing in this journal, and I've been enjoying it because it's just for fun and not for any specific purpose or end product. So on the inside cover, I did washi tape. In here, I played with my peacock foam stamps, and then I embellished with some additional color. This was a lot of fun. This is purple gesso with metallic Poscas and Stabilo woodies, which are both mediums that are opaque, and so they stand up over that dark purple gesso nicely. This is another of my peacock foam stamps with some embellishing with watercolor. Again, a little bit of Stickles glitter gel added on to the foam stamps, and another version of the metallic Posca on dark purple gesso. I liked experimenting with a lot of different mediums in here. It could almost be a little experimental book for a larger project, seeing how the materials are going to work together. So these are black gesso with white Posca pen, and again, Stabilo woodies for the color. And I did not blend the woodies out. I just marked with them as they come, but you can also, they're water soluble, so you could also blend them out. But I like how they look like a crayon over the black, or like a chalk on a chalkboard. So the next one I did, this was fun. I made a little pocket out of gel print collage paper, and I embellished this tag with the Posca pens and put it in the pocket. I think you could put all kinds of different things in the pocket. Gel prints or photographs or all kinds of different things. This is kind of cool. This page I'm gonna show you lastly. This is metallic deep blue paint. I think you can see the metallic on that. It's a slick surface, unlike the gesso is a more matte surface, which has a good tooth for a lot of materials. But I think the Posca pens are gonna look good on that. And then I did some color swatches with the woodies. And I really, again, I like those because they kind of remind me of chalk. on the chalkboard, and they are opaque, so they go well over the black. So let's play with the Posca pens real quick on this. The cool thing about Posca is that they will write on a slick surface. So this metallic acrylic has provided that. And I don't know, I've been interested in drawing leaves lately, tree leaves. So here's my white Posca pen. All right, let's switch colors. Here's my pink Posca pen. There we go, that's better. I probably didn't prime that one well enough. So I'm just enjoying drawing sort of random leafy branches. They're kind of a fun pattern. And the opacity of this Posca and the fact that it doesn't need much tooth makes it the perfect mark maker for this shiny acrylic. So you don't have to make anything special or amazing in these little journals. What's fun is just experimenting with mediums and sort of playing. They'd be kind of neat to take on location if you had to go to the doctor's office and sit in the waiting room. Or I used to do a lot of creating when my daughter was in dance competitions. There was a lot of downtime in the dressing room, and I would bring my art supplies with me there. And you can see it's just a neat material for this dark background. So I hope you'll get excited about these little journals. Barb has some neat and very different things that she's been doing in her journal, and she's going to share that with you next.
Whoa. Okay, we're back. I'm back.
I'm glad you're back, because I'm not sure where I am at this point.
Okay.
Halfway point.
Halfway point.
You did your thing?
I did my thing. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm here to help.
Yes, the prompt. Yeah, I had fun with my on the metallic with the Posca, and now Barbie's going to show you something completely different, which is what's cool about when we do things together, is we both work totally different. So
we're complete weirdos that do things very opposite of one another. Elizabeth is a fine artist. I am not. But we do all of these kind of fun things that we like to think you're going to have fun with too.
yeah,
Carry on.
carry on.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Action.
Like Elizabeth, I decided to conceal the front inside cover because if you look at the back one here, you can see it's just plain white. And on the front, there's a stock number, and I wasn't necessarily interested in seeing that. So this is one of our 4x6 black smooth and sturdy index cards. I ran it through my die cutting machine with Tim's 3D texture fade named Kaleidoscope, and then I colored it with Pinking Designs Wax Lyrical. I've got 3 colors on there, or maybe the turquoise and the pink mixed to make violet. I don't really know. But I like this look much better. And then because this index card is a little smaller than what we have available here, I came in with some black paint and painted all the exposed white just because I felt like it was a little bit cleaner look. So that's this. This is, I think this is just paint brayered on. More paint brayered on. This is my dip and dab technique with some stencil design applied, and I'm going to show you dip and dab in a couple of minutes, which is why I've got nonstick craft sheet under here, because it's a wet technique. This is my version of Elizabeth working on black gesso. I'm not a fine artist, so I don't draw the way that she does, but I can doodle to beat the band, and that's what I did here with some metallic pens. This is a piece of her rice paper. It's the Under the Sea ones, and I can't think of the name of it, so you'll forgive me for that, but we'll have links to all of this. This is a big old piece of washi tape. This is another of Tim's die cuts. I don't remember what the name of that one is, but you can see we've got some Halloween stuff going on. Lots of other things going on here. More dip and dab. The thing that I really want to show you is, oh, and you can gel print on this stuff too. You just have to be careful how you lift it off the plate. So the thing that I wanted to show you is, because this is 75-pound paper, some people have said, well, it's pretty light. I don't feel like I can work wet on it. And I will tell you that when I'm going to demo dip and dab in a moment, I am going to work on a single page. But if you truly feel compelled that you want to double these pages up, because when you put 2 together, you end up with about 150-pound paper. So this is sticky stuff. This is from one of our 6x6 sheets. I aligned it on here, placed it down after I removed the release paper. I stuck it to the page, and I trimmed it all the way around. So now all I have to do, peel the release paper back to expose the adhesive, and I'm going to bring this sheet over. I only need the one. And I'm going to visually align the edges and I'm gonna visually align here, and I'm gonna wanna line the holes up. Is this gonna be perfect? Probably not. Do I care? Absolutely not. Close enough works for me. Perfection, as you know, is highly overrated. So now I have 2 pages that are together, and ultimately you can see the difference when you put the 2 together like that. So this is an example of dip and dab. This is me just gel printing and having a good old time. And Elizabeth is right. You can use this for whatever you want. It can be something that you take with you that you want to doodle in. It can be something that you experiment in, or it can just be a journal that you work in as you have time. This is a piece of Craft Consortium. This is from their new 6x6 pad named Monochrome that has this kind of metallic look where they've done all of this stuff with alcohol inks. All right, so if I come over here, let's find a spot. A little more gel prints, a little more dip and dab. All right, so if I find this, I'm gonna isolate this one page kind of like this. And I have 3 sprays here. I have Tumbled Glass and Cracked Pistachio in the Oxide Spray line. And this is from Tim's Christmas 2022 mica stain release. This is named Winterberry. So I'm gonna go ahead. Elizabeth, could you do me a favor, please?
Yes.
Could you hand me that spritz bottle? I forgot to grab it.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm gonna put down, this is not a huge page, so I don't need a lot of color, but I'm gonna put down some of each. I'm gonna go ahead and make certain that I've got that mica mixed up because it's the sparkly stuff and I absolutely want that in there. And now I'm going to add just a little bit of water. Now, if you've watched me dip and dab before, you know that typically I do this in a couple of layers. I'll put the first color on and let it dry. For the sake of brevity, I'm not going to do that here today, but I will. Oh, how pretty is that? I love those colors. And then obviously once everything is dry, the mica stains and the sparkle will happen. So I will finish this up eventually. I'll come back and probably add a little bit more layers. And so in the beginning, we showed you a little bit of flip through of our pages as we worked in the journals. What we're going to do at the very end after this segment is each of us will flip through all of the pages that we finished. So that is it. This is our freebie journal with Elizabeth's lovely bird, his fabulous Karlness on there, along with her signature. And it's free, as we discussed in the introduction.